ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. Having saluted the gurus and the Lord, we should be every day's job, every moment's job in fact. While saluting, we can also pray to him, them, to give us the best. And the best thing which can help us is knowledge only. And among the knowledge, the best knowledge is about the truth reality. That slowly they guide to. And that truth reality is what exhaustively explained in Upanishads. That's what we were studying every day. And before this study of Upanishad, for some 10 minutes or so, we are spending in trying to understand one necessary aspect of life. A thing to be done, or an attitude, or an intention, or a positivity. We named it as Shakti series. So from 1st Jan we started. Today is 17 February. So 48 days. 48 Shaktis we have. So it is 48th. और दो करो तो 50 शक्तियां. Interesting. Okay. Today in that series the Shakti is Antahrveekshana Shakti. In English we call it as the power of introspection. Intro and spection. Intro, introverted, become introspect, inspect what is in you happening. One of the most essential thing. By this only, the three things are achieved. First, we can detect what are negativities in us and the need and method of eliminating them. And then if I don't introspect to find my own negative, and I have little ego also, when others show me or tell me or point out those non-positive, I feel so miserable. I feel so reaction oriented. With my ego, I may even justify, and not only I justify, I make that negative more stronger just because of my ego. Many people do like that. That's all very bad way of life. But why give chance for others? Don't we have our own intellect? Yeah. Then close eyes and look into yourself. Find what are the non-positive. That's called introspection. Then you detect this negative and remove them. This is one benefit when we become introspection. Antahrveekshana. Looking into yourself. Introspection means inspecting one's own self. We जनरली इंस्पेक्ट अदर्स वी रेड करके इंस्पेक्ट करते हैं सबको. अब इनसाइड रेड करके वहां इंस्पेक्ट करना है. नॉट इंट्रोस्पेक्शन. Second thing happens is what? When we introspect, then only we will know what are the great qualities, abilities we are blessed with, we are gifted with. Is it not? In an introspect, I will know where I am good at. And those things can be developed, they can be utilized for my own evolution, for my own success in the world outside. Else, what happens? I don't even know till I die what are the good qualities I have, which would have been used for a best purposes. Like in our house also, so many good useful things are there. We don't look out at them, therefore we never use them. जाके देखो अलमारी में नए नए कपड़े इतने सारे हैं, फटे पुराने पहनते हैं. See the cupboard, what a wonderful crockery, cutlery, tumblers are there. वो भी पुराना यूज कर रहे हैं. Give to servants and use the new ones. No, पहले तो देखो उसको. Understanding? That is called as introspection. Second benefit, I can detect and discover the good qualities that are there in me, and there is a chance for me to invest them or use them for my own outer achievements or successes. Third is what? Only in the introspection, we will come to know what is my goal, final goal. Is that final goal is real or not? Then what should be the final goal which is real? Then what? For that, what are the abilities, qualities required? A list you can make it when you introspect, and gaining them, we can keep on ensuring, yes, I am gaining the required qualities to reach towards my final greater destination. If the introspection is not done, these things never happen to us. This is the main purpose of introspection. Look into yourself, see the negative and remove them, and replace them with the positive and keep on growing. Gurudev gives us the IDNS technique. Introspect daily, detect diligently, negate ruthlessly, substitute wisely, grow steadily, and be happy. That's what Gurudev ji says. Same thing we are talking, little more we are addition we are doing. In this introspection, so many things we have to do. Okay. First and foremost, with whatever given to us by the Lord, what we have done so far, what we have been doing so far, was that the best one? Can it be improved upon? If yes, how best I will do it in my the future opportunity, the opportunity which I am getting in the form of every day, including today. That is called introspection. Introspect. Let us start with the life itself. Is it not? Now, for example, your age is 50. किसी का मानो. No, 30 years, 20 years back. We were 30 now, whoever. So, in that 30 to 50, when we traveled, in these 2 decades, 20 years, introspect karo, what has been done. If you observe, it's all introspection. How many good were there, bad were there, worst were there? And was that worthy? Can we really claim that those 20 years we lived well? Or it could have been little better. डोंट ब्रिंग द एस्पेक्ट ऑफ प्रारब्ध एटसेट्रा ऑफ वेदांत और रहने दो वहां. लेकिन जरूर आप कुछ बेटर कर सकते थे ना पिछले 20 साल में, both in our worldly vyavahara and also in our mainly spirituality. And imagine those 20 years if we had invested with maturity in the right way. 20 years is not a small time, my dear. Huge it is. 20 saal. What would have been our situation by now? A example which you may not like it, मैं बता रहा हूँ, because if I tell this example, you will point out to me only. इसलिए वो ऐसा नहीं है, बट आप बुरा होगा कि इमेजिन करो 20 साल पहले सब छोड़कर जंगल में तपस्या के लिए गए, तो इन 20 साल में आत्मज्ञान हो जाता. I know you look at me, Swamiji, why are you? I am doing that only. Only thing I am in the concrete jungle between all human animals. That's it. I'm in jungle only. We're doing it. But in imagination, is it not like that? Anywhere you apply, if that time was invested for, let us say, better business, hmm, you would have got really more and more money. In how many ways those 20 years would have been much better than what they are now. This is called introspection, and it leads to what? Lot of learning. What that learning will help you in a. Therefore, now I am 50. I'll definitely live next to say 20 or 30 years. Now again introspect, keeping the future in mind. Next 20 years, what I have to achieve. For that, what I must do. Introspection. Clear? In that only the subsets come. With the body, what I have done. Introspection. With my senses, what I have done. Introspection. With my mind, what did I do? How I spoiled my own mind with so many attachments and all, made it mutilated only. ये टुकड़े टुकड़े कुत्ते जैसे जो खाने के बिस उसको टुकड़े करते हैं ना पत्थर को. We made our mind like that by investing in all unwanted people or projects, etc. How much we suffered. Introspect. What did we do with our mind? If that mind was engaged in devotion, is it not? How wonderful it would have been by now. You would have become a great Mahabhaktas. You know, you would have become Tulsidas, Surdas, Ramadas, Kabirdas, you बन गए देवदास. You would have become Tyagaraja. We become Rogaraja and Bhogaraja. इंट्रोस्पेक्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं अपन, इसलिए नहीं पता चल रहा. Intellect. In last 20 years, if we have committed ourselves to study our Shastra every day for 7-8 years, 7-8 hours per day, by now all Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa will be in our own control. They would have been. पूरा they अपने हाथ में हथेली में रह जाते हैं. करतलामल कवतु 20 साल बड़ा समय होता है. मैं उदाहरण के लिए बता रहा हूँ. 20 को 30 को जितना भी सोचोगे. 20 years back, 10 years, 5 years, last 1 week what I did, yesterday what I did, today what I did from morning, ये सब उसमें आ गए. Introspection we are talking about. 20 years a good substantial time, that's why we are saying. So too, if you have taken up japa, if you have taken up dhyanam, how highest stage would have reached? We saw. Introspect. So further now, therefore, in the next 10 years, 20 years, plan and keep that as target. Daily go for it. That's called introspection. Like this, so many outer things also you can take into account for your introspection. For example, your own parents. What did you do last 20 years with them? Did you trouble them or did you serve them? Did we take them as parents, as God, and respected, revered them, or you have insulted, humiliated, neglected, or left them in the jungle or in some ashram or some place, never calling them and all? ये परम पाप है ये. इंट्रोस्पेक्ट करो तो पता चलता है. दे सोचो क्या कर रहे हो. How many times you remembered them, called them, found their well-being, welfare? अरे, how can you leave parents actually for and go somewhere? Maharakshas. Take them with you. Never ever parents should be away from. If the wife says छोड़ के अकेले रहेंगे, leave the wife. You can marry another, but you can't have parents another. Parents are not replaceable. I'm just telling, don't do that. But idea is one, where do we go wrong? If at all that happens. But my parents are Siddhi, that is what they're training to you. They are clearing Prarabdha. When they are very smooth, any useless fellow also will love the parent. No, the greatness of you is, even if they are giving troubles by knowing or unknowing, still holding on to them is called as Pitru Matru Bhakti. If you are giving them up and going away because your selfishness is not fulfilled, you're not human being, no, you're animal. Animals करते हैं ऐसा कि मेरा स्वार्थ पूरा नहीं हो रहा, इसलिए मैं छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ. In the animals there is rights. In human being there are duties. It is my duty to take care of parent. There is no other question after that. मनुष्य ही धर्म निर्माण कर सकते हैं ना. पेरेंट्स कैसा है किसी शास्त्र नहीं बताएगा. पेरेंट्स का सेवा करो ये बताएगा शास्त्र. उसी को धर्म कहते हैं. I am giving an example. What did I do with my parents? Now at least now I become very old. 24 hours I will be aware of them. Most important is give little time to them and give love to respect to them with gratitude. See that their departure happens with contentment and happiness. Even though मुश्किलात हो, कोई बात नहीं. Go through it. You have had a good time when you were children. They took care of you and all. अब उसके सामने compare करो तो what we do is तिनका भर only. The first thing she carried in you or in you in her stomach for 9 months, उसको तो आप कभी replace कर ही नहीं सकते. Even after that till 2 years came, every day he carried you the buffalo for so many hours. ये सब तो हम तो दे तो नहीं सकते वापस ना. बाकी छुटमुट क्या है? Little you have to adjust like that. Is it not? You are born to their parent. That parent is given thing. Other thing you took up an office, a job, नौकरी, ये तुमने लिया सर पे. ये तो दिया गया. जो दिया गया है वो इम्पोर्टेंट होता है. जो सर पे लेते हैं वो इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं. दिया गया भगवान के द्वारा, इसलिए वो इम्पोर्टेंट है. No, I am joining job with 24 hours demanding everywhere I have to go. How can I take a parent's care? That is wrong. Don't do such job. This is important. Then who will do that job? जिसके पेरेंट नहीं है वो लोग करेंगे. What did I do with my parents is very important. Then comes next, last 20 years. What did you do with your children? Introspection. Did you love them? Did you care them? And did you give them the best of values, morals, ethics, knowledges, best of money, food, etc. you might have given. That also is a duty. But then that alone is not the duty. इंट्रोस्पेक्ट करो. Now तो वो लोग बड़े हो गए होंगे, but then even now whatever little you can do, you do. Don't feel hesitant that they have grown up to age of 18, 20. Now they don't listen my word. Nobody listens anybody, but duty hai. Beta, you are growing, now spirituality is only goal. Read these books, it will go on inspiring you, put you on right direction. कहना आपका रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. प्रोवाइड दोज बुक्स. पढ़ेगा तो बढ़ेगा, नहीं पढ़ेगा तो सड़ेगा. यू हैव नन ऑफ, यू डू योर जॉब. Next, okay, in the same way, how many wonderful relatives Bhagwan gave to me in the form of in-laws or outlaws, cousins and uncles. How many of them I loved, inquired, found their problems, tried to solve a little bit, gave them money. See, not the quantity of money matters. तो शादी हो रहा है, कुछ पैसे जरूरत है, क्या देखो मैं इतना दे सकता हूँ, दे दो. जाके खा के आ सकते आते हैं, लेकिन कभी इसका विचार भी नहीं आता हमको. Some places they may not need, they may be well off. In some places when you go, they are struggling for that money. एंड आजकल तो शादी मतलब 10-5 लाख होता है. तो देखो 10 लाख यू कांट गिव, उसमें 5,000 दे दो, दैट आल्सो कंट्रीब्यूशन नो, व्हिच इज नॉट मच फॉर यू. नेवर गो टू एनी मैरिज, स्पेशली मिडिल एंड लोअर मिडिल क्लास. डोंट कम बैक विदाउट गिविंग सम कैश. वो कहीं टेंट वाले के लिए, खाने के लिए, कहीं ना कहीं खर्च को आएगा उनको. Even 100 rupees given is worth. That I am telling contribution. What have we done with our friends, relatives? Then the friends. Introspection. Is it not? Then with the profession. Like I have to, this is my thing. What did I do with my profession of Satsanga last 20 years? I must think, where did I start 20 years back? Which text? Did I expand in my understanding? Did I get more command on the subject? Am I improving upon in my way of speaking? All the aspects. Introspection. What stage I have now reached to? Which are the texts being covered? Then basing on this, future, what should I do? Profession. For you also, you're a doctor, lawyer. In that profession, how much justice you have done? Have you taken it as duty or have you taken it as source of money and for which cheating others? इंट्रोस्पेक्शन. एक एक चीज कोई भी छूटना नहीं चाहिए. पेरेंट्स भी, बच्चे भी, रिलेशंस भी, फ्रेंड्स भी, प्रोफेशंस भी. इंट्रोस्पेक्ट भाई. व्हाट डिड यू डू टू द नेचर लास्ट 20 years? कुछ ऐड किया? कितने पौधे लगाए? इज इट नॉट? व्हाट डिड आई डू टू द नेचर? व्हाट आई हैव डन टू द government, let us say generally? What did I do for my nation? What have I done for my neighbors? इंट्रोस्पेक्शन भाई. इन सब के बीच में हम हैं तो सोचो ना, देश के लिए मैंने क्या किया? डिड आई पे माई टैक्सेस प्रॉपरली? डिड आई सिंग द ग्लोरी ऑफ माई नेशन, माई कल्चर, माई ट्रेडिशन? व्हाट डिड आई डू? सिर्फ खाए पिए, थोड़ा नौकरी किया, फिर जो आया उससे ऐशो आराम किए. दैट्स वेरी मीडियाकर, से लोएस्ट लाइफ. एनिमल ओनली इट इज. Introspection. We have to think. From that comes the inspiration. In the goal, when you choose and inspired when you perform, you will never be worried about people and their love or respect. The third rate जो संसार है ना, वो तभी निकल जाएगा, not otherwise. You understand? Mahatma Gandhi. When you work for the whole nation, he's worried that his 3 children are listening, not listening to him, his wife, it will never bother him. He will not worry about it. Maro kuch karo. My goal is the freedom for the nation. His own law barrister, which case will come to me, how much amount I will get. All that he was doing in South Africa. Once he kept a higher goal, they all have become meaningless. Through introspection, what we have done, we will know. What we can do best, we will know. And while doing best for the best, the binding worst we get rid of. There's no other way than this. First inside the kachra will go away, then outside also all the nonsense goes away. Is it not? You can see your own family member. ये सब आप आपको डिस्टर्ब करना बंद करेंगे if you do some selfless noble goal, if you work for it. Introspection tells us the possibility of them. कि नहीं, कितने मंदिरों में मैंने सेवा की, फिलॉन्थ्रपी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सेवा की, अपने काल में ये सब हमारे साथ ही चल रहे हैं ना. Is not for all these the time has to be spent, the energies have to be spent, and one more introspection, my own talents. What did I do with them? Opportunities I already spoken. Introspection. निरंतर होना है. The power of introspection. I gave a list of 15 to 18 things. उसमें whatever are important, you look into them. Mainly about the health. How did we spoil it? No, future it should not. Not in one day we should suffer because of bodily ill health. ऐसा जीना है. So to protect your mind. With all undue value important given to undeserving people, we suffered. No more now. Ruthless, that's all. If somebody deserves your love, they come. I am suffering. I suffered a lot. I am personally saying it. I came out of that illusion now. Nobody there in this world who are kind, sympathetic to you. Not even 1% of your love they understand. Not even one. Forget about reciprocation. Therefore, don't waste time. Pursue your truth, and whoever comes, you are naturally now a loving person. A person who can love even buffalo. That is better sometimes instead of a fellow. Protect the mind. Mind's negativities also. Those who are which are draining away all energies, capacities. Introspect karna. Then slowly change oneself. Antahrveekshana. And this introspection should be at every moment as a final goal. Final goal may, at this very moment, let me be aware about myself. What thoughts are happening in me? What emotions are happening in me? Is it not? Then only the meditation happens. Meditation is not tomorrow, day after. Meditation is at this very moment where I reject all the appearances and identify with the self. That's the meditation. That will happen only when you are becoming introspecting. सोच रहे हो, देख रहे हो क्या हो रहा है करके. Every day when you introspect and all the time you will know what tamogunas are coming. You know, what food I ate yesterday because of which today I become sleepy. Introspect. Therefore tomorrow I have to be fresh. Therefore I will not eat more food or oily food. कम खाया, ठीक हो गए. Okay, introspect. What you have done last 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 1 year, 1 month, and what you are going to do from today till next 5-10 years. So too with the things and beings and people and relatives, our own deha, ये सब सोचकर take good plannings and keep on vigorously working. Yesterday we talked about now the art of the power of being aggressive, विजृंभणा शक्ति. उसके आगे ये इंट्रोस्पेक्शन वाला पावर. ओके, थैंक यू. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. कल का और आज का थॉट्स थोड़ा तगड़े वाले और